Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today is going to be my latest Roundup review video. I'm going to be chatting about all of the makeup that I tried in the month of February. I have a decent amount of things to talk about. Some really cool releases came out. Also a few older products that were gifted to me from a friend, and I'm excited to chat about everything with you. As usual with these kinds of videos, in case you are new here, I'm never intending on being braggy with these videos. This is just a way for me to chat about the things that I did try, the things that were sent to me, sometimes the things I bought myself, anything like that, just so I can give you a quick, concise little Roundup review. Before we hop into the video though, I did of course film this look. It should already be up on my Instagram and TikTok by the time this video goes up. And I don't really have a whole lot of accessories to talk about. I have these cute little boo earrings, but I don't know where they're from because they were a birthday gift. So I guess we'll just move on into the Roundup review. The first thing I have to chat about is the Oden's and Angelica collab. This is the Hella palette. I'm thrilled with this. I actually got this early. I technically got this in January, but I didn't think that I would be putting my Roundup review up before it launched, so I ended up saving it for this month. So I've already uploaded multiple videos with this. I did a first impressions, a 2 looks video, an Instagram video / TikTok. This is currently out of stock, but it will be coming back in March, I believe. I'm not quite sure. I would recommend going to Oden's Instagram to keep up with that. I love these swampy greens. I love the pinks. The shimmers in here are so pretty. I've been raving about this palette, and for good reason. They absolutely knocked it out of the park with this collab. I'm so incredibly thrilled for both of them. I think this is amazing. Next up, I got sent the e.l.f. Camo Pressed Foundation. I was a little excited to try this because I had a pretty good experience with the Colourpop one, the Pretty Fresh one, so I was excited to try another. They sent me 3 shades. I was initially going to use, I think, 120N, but it was totally shattered, so I ended up using 125C. I do not like this. I feel like all it does is just looks so powdery on the skin. It doesn't blend in and look nice and velvety and smooth. It just looks like powder is sitting on top of my skin. Whether I use a lot or a little, this just doesn't look good on my skin personally. So this was kind of a flop for me. Next up, Baseblue sent me a package with a couple sponges, and the one that I'm keeping is this little penguin. It's so cute, and it has this little stand that looks like feet. I cannot get enough of it. It's adorable. I actually don't intend on ever using the sponge. I plan on keeping it back there as a little decoration. I did get sent sponges from them like a few months ago, back in October, I believe. They sent 2 ghosts, so one of the ghosts is gonna forever be a decoration, but this one I have used. I actually probably need to toss this one. I think it's getting a little too old, but it actually works pretty well. So as long as this is the same quality, I'm sure this is a fine sponge, but I intend on using mine as a decoration. There's that. Next, from Colourpop, they expanded their NBA collab and added 2 more teams. I'm not a sports fan. I don't know anything about the NBA, but they added 2 new teams. They added the Knicks and the Nets, I believe. They did send me the whole Nets set in PR, but the only thing I decided to keep was the glitter because I didn't need the palette. It is pretty. It's like cool tones and lovely, but I have a lot of cool tones, especially in this video, so I ended up passing on all of that, but I did pick up the glitter. It's called Nothing But Nets, and it's really pretty. It's kind of silvery icy with little flashes of orangey peach through it. It's really cute. I'm actually wearing it on the outer part of my eyes today. I like this glitter. I really like the Glitterly Obsessed. They're not intended for use around the eye area. They're more meant for hair and body. I do it, but do as I say, not as I do. You're not supposed to use them on the eye, but I do think it's a really pretty glitter regardless. Next up, Noella Lashes sent me some more lashes. They always hook me up. They sent me Bella, which I have not tried these before, I believe, and they are very pretty, and I'm really excited to use them. I think I'm gonna use them soon once the ones I'm currently wearing die. Next is Fiona. Fiona has been a favorite of mine for such a long time. I'm wearing Fiona's today. I love the Fiona lash. And last is Heather. I like these as well. They're a little bit smaller, but they're still very fluffy and very thick, so these are very cute as well. I love Noella Lashes. I've been using them for, gosh, probably a 1.5 years now. I think they are great quality. They have so many different styles and sizes, and it's wonderful, and they last me a pretty long time. I don't count how many uses I get out of my lashes, but if I had to guess, I can probably use 1 pair for a solid like 3 to 4 weeks, depending on how many times I do my makeup. They last me a pretty good amount of time. I just make sure when I take them off, I just make sure I pick the glue off really carefully so that it's nice and smooth so I can use them for longer. Next up, from Kaldeidos, I feel like we're actually getting through this video fairly fast. I don't think I had the biggest pile this time. I've definitely had bigger piles in the last few months, but This time it's a little bit more concise, but now we are on Kaldeidos. They came out with their smoky and nostalgia collection and it is beautiful. I did a YouTube video with the full collection and I've also done separate Instagram videos / TikToks with the individual palettes, including today's. They came out with new mono blushes and I'm so thrilled. They came out with the lo-fi blush duos a while back and they ended up getting discontinued. So I was really excited to see new blushes and I love this formula. It blends onto the skin so smooth. They're pigmented, but so buttery. I love these and the colors are so killer. We have the shades Dream Walk, Ecstasy, Joyride, Sanguine, and Sunburnt. Dream Walk is such a cute, bright, cool tone pink. Usually I'm not into this kind of tone, but I've been into this tone a lot more lately. I'm wearing it today. I think this is so cute. And I think this is gonna be a staple for me this spring. Ecstasy is such a lovely, vibrant, bright peach. It's so stinking cute. This has been a go-to color of mine for such a long time and I'm so excited about it. Joyride is mouth-watering, such a delicious kind of yellow toned neutral. It is absolutely stunning. I adore this kind of a color so much. Sanguine, oh my goodness, this red blush, are you kidding me? Red blush can be very scary, but please do not be fearful of it. It is beautiful. If you are a ghost like me, just go in with a lighter hand and build up slowly. It is gorgeous on so many skin tones. I love this color. It's beautiful. And finally, we have Sunburnt, a very cute, poppy kind of peachy orange. It is so cute. I love a peachy orange blush, and this one makes me very happy as well. Not to mention the packaging on all of these is beautiful. I love this lacy detail, and it's actually like a lacy detail. It's not just a print. It actually feels soft and like lace. It is so pretty. They also came out with a new lip vault, and this might be my favorite one yet just because I use these colors so much. We have the shades Cognac, Cold Smoke, Skin Ship, and Smeared Rouge. I love these colors, just various tones of yummy neutrals. I love that Cognac is kind of that grungy, bricky brown. Smeared Rouge is such a deep red. Skin Ship I've been wearing a lot. Such a good kind of mid-tone neutral, not too dark, not too light. I love all of these and the lip clay formula is so good. I cannot stress it enough. It goes on feeling so creamy and then it dries very pillowy, very cushiony, so lightweight, so unique to my entire collection. I love these and I'm so happy to introduce more into my collection. And finally, we have the two quad eyeshadow palettes. I'm excited about these. They're very cute, very glamorous, very cool toned neutral vibes, which is my cup of tea when it comes to neutrals. First is the Cold Brew Quad. This is your cool toned browns. We have 3 mattes and a shimmer. Both palettes are laid out that way. I like the gradient of light to dark. I feel like it's a very good, just staple cool tone neutrals palette and the formula is amazing. And we also have Black Jasmine, which is what I used for today's look. I really wanted to pair the smoky grays with the cute bubblegum pinks. And this one's amazing as well. Again, such a nice gradient. This silver shimmer is out of this world. Probably the best silver in my entire collection. I have it on in my inner corners. It is breathtaking. I do kind of wish they would have done this collection, but instead of doing quads, done their 6-pans like they usually do. Even if you kept the lace detail, that's fine, but I love that 6-pan layout. I think it could have been really cool. Maybe we could have introduced like a pop of color in each, but I'm not mad at these the way they are. Do I reach for neutrals all the time? No, but these are really great quality and I am a sucker for cool tones when it comes to neutrals. Next up, Milk Makeup introduced a new mascara. This is called the, what are you called? The Rise Mascara. The packaging is very weird. It's that kind of ribbed, plasticky, rubbery kind of texture. I don't know how to describe that. I'm sure there's a word for it. I just don't know it. The packaging is weird, but I kind of like it. It's very grippy. And the wand is very curved, but very fluffy. Sometimes I don't like a curved wand because a lot of the times curved mascara wands are also not fluffy. This is kind of the best of both worlds, and I'm really enjoying this actually. I say this every time I try a new mascara. I am not the best judge for mascara because I wear false lashes almost all the time, and my natural lashes are just so straight and short and stubby and they don't hold a curl. This one I feel like does at least give them a little bit of lift and volume. Not like a crazy amount, but it still kind of does. And this also passes the test of being both super black and it doesn't transfer. I may possibly like this a little bit more than their Kush mascara, that or their Neck and Neck for the same because I love the Kush mascara. This is a pretty nice one. I'm liking it so far. Next up from Colourpop, they came out with 2 lip vaults, lippy sticks, and lip pencils. I really truly thought when I got both of these that I was gonna have duplicates already and I would end up just kind of picking throughout, but I only had 1 duplicate and it was in my lippy stick one. Everything else is new to me, and I decided I wanted to keep them all because I thought these colors were very cute. On the lip pencil vault, we have Birdie, Bad Habit, Dazed, Dial Up, Dopey, Fetch, Good and Plenty, Hard On, Oh Snap, and Starship. I like the various pinky, neutral, purpley tones that are in here. I think they're very cute, and they are gonna add a little bit of something extra to what I already have. I think this is a fun vault. And then for the lippy sticks, we have Aftershock, Are You Surreal, Cami, Cherry Bomb, Little Tings, Oh Snap, Out of Sync, Peyton, Songbird, and Westy. The only one that I already owned was Cherry Bomb, so I just put my own personal one in this so I could use it for my swatches, and I'm just gonna give my extra one to a friend. But these are all really cute shades as well. I wear neutrals a lot. I like that these are just, again, that combination of neutral, pinky neutral, and a couple pops of brighter pink. I think I'll get use out of these. I do like the lippy stick formula. I hate the word lippy so much, but I do like this formula. I think it performs really well. It's very easy to glide onto the lips. I think it lasts a good amount of time, and they're very comfortable. Next, I got a package from Rare Beauty. They sent me a couple liquid blushes and also a couple liquid highlights for the idea of like mixing them together to make a glowy blush. I ended up only keeping the one blush that I didn't already own just because I truly didn't think I would really get a lot of use out of the liquid highlights mixing it with the blushes. But I did keep this blush that I didn't have already. This is in the shade Bliss. It's a very cute, lighter, springy pink. Again, I think this kind of a color is really gonna be a staple for me this spring. I love it. I already love their liquid blushes, so I was excited to add another one to my collection. Next up from Colourpop is the Darth Vader palette. It's their newest 9-pan palette in the Star Wars series. I did post a YouTube video playing with this palette if you need to see it in action. Now, I will start by saying I'm not really a Star Wars fan, so I don't really hold much sentimental meaning or anything to the Star Wars franchise or Darth Vader or anything like that. I know a lot of people didn't love this color story. They wanted it just to be a little bit more. They wanted to see a matte black, a matte red. There were certain things that they wanted to see. I personally, as an objective person who does not really care about Star Wars, I think this is actually a really cute color story just in general. Does it represent Darth Vader the most? Not quite, almost, but not quite. But I do think it's a really pretty color story. I like the cool tones mixed with the different metal shimmers. I like the pop of shimmer red. I think this is really pretty, and I'm actually pretty pleased with the color story personally. But of course, to each their own. When it comes to pop culture-y stuff, everyone's gonna have a different opinion, but just as a standalone palette, I do think it's quite nice. And last but not least, one of my longtime guests in my salon, she gave me a box of old makeup that she wasn't using anymore, and I started rummaging through it. I have quite a few things that I picked from it that I haven't used yet, so I'm just gonna talk about the 3 things that I did technically use at February because she did give it to me at the tail end of February, so I have not used everything yet. I'll have more to report on next month, but so far, I have 3 things. First being the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter Mini. I love this. This one in particular is in the shade 3 Fair. Going forward, if I repurchase it, I'll probably pick up like 1 or 2 just to have it a teeny bit lighter, but this has been working really nicely. I've been using this right now in between priming and before complexion products. Today I skipped foundation and went straight between this and concealer. So a lot of the glow you see on my skin, aside from my cheek highlight obviously, is from this. I've been loving it. I just kind of hit it on the high points of my face, blend it in, and then go on in with my complexion products. It really does add such a nice glow to the skin. I love the finish it leaves, and I'm very, very, very excited about this. First Charlotte Tilbury product, and we're off to a great start. Next is from Patrick Todd. His brand has been on my list to try for a while, and I'm so excited that I finally am. I have one of the duos in She's So LA. I've been using this as kind of like blushy bronzer because it's not quite a blush for me, but it's a little too warm to be a bronzer for my ghostly skin, so I've been kind of using it as both. Lately, I've been using the cream side as kind of like, again, a blushy bronzer, and then I'll go in with more blush on top of it. I've been very pleased with this. I think it blends out really nicely. I haven't used the powder side yet just because I've been really content with the cream side, but so far I'm really happy with this, and now I'm tempted to pick up this duo in another color, but we shall see. So far, so good. And last is one of the Tower 28 Beach Please like cream blushes. This is in the shade Magic Hour. I've been loving it. I actually just wore it again yesterday. I already knew I liked this formula. I already own this in another shade, I think called Golden Hour. So I'm happy to have another color. She actually gave me 3 of these, so I'll be using those coming up, and I'm very excited about them. They're very glowy, very dewy. They blend onto the skin so softly, and I'm quite content with them. So yeah, here we are. We got through it. This might be one of the quicker ones yet, but that is okay. Just some quick little reviews for you, straight and to the point. A lot of cool things this month. Some not so great things too. I'm looking at you, e.l.f., for that pressed camo foundation. I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you tried any of these yourself? Do you want to try any of them? Let's chat down below. If you made it to the end of this video, why don't you leave me some pink emojis, because I'm very pink today. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me on my other socials. You can join the BATTYBEAN fam. I am BATTYBEAN on everything, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And if you want, you can subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I'm posting most days over here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.